And live. Welcome everyone, and especially Aries Sun, Aries Moon, Aries Rising, Aries Neptune, Aries. Welcome. This is a July 2019 tarot reading for the sign of Aries. And thanks everyone for joining me at this moment in space and time. It's a general reading, so take what resonates, kick the rest to the curb. Just kick it right out there. The garbage man will run it over. It's okay. Hi, Celine, and everyone joining in the chat. The first portion of this video is dedicated to those who are watching later, especially in the sign of Aries. Cross-watching for Aries, that's cool too. So am I. I'm here. So that's okay. Always welcome here, cross-watchers, and thanks for checking it out. I've got your cards well shuffled up here, Aries. I'm going to cut them for you. And while I do, I want to wish everybody watching the best in peace, love, prosperity, bliss, abundance, happiness, joy, health, exuberance, all things every day. People go be well, go forward into the world, and be most excellent to one another. Okay, let's see what's going on for the month of July, Aries. Bottom of the deck, the overall energy, Four of Pentacles. And what this speaks to me about Aries is the feeling is the call for strength, okay? And the buildup in the environment. See how the environment can be very limiting? She's got her back turned to the environment. So the buildup, as it's happening in the environment, be aware, Aries, certain buildups could be happening with you. But there's going to be, you're doing very well. Don't get me wrong. Four of Pentacles is not all doom and gloom. This is it's almost like a spring that's been compressed and then ready to release, because as the buildup is going on in the environment, you may be feeling it building up in you as sort of like a mirrored reaction. It's a clue for you. Tune in, get control. And many of our Aries, I feel, are doing very well with this. A lot of light energy, a lot of good communication coming from Aries right now. And as we go into July, the big strength, the big light, the big charge forward, hey, maybe just a little bit of buildup is what you need in order for things to expedite or catapult to the next level. Okay, Four of Swords up here in your reading. That's two fours, Eight of Pentacles, 10 of Cups reversed, Seven of Wands reversed, the World straight up, Nine of Wands straight up. And down here in survival land, in the nitty gritty, in the grounding center, we got a big old King of Swords, okay? And this speaks to the time. Aries, this is just a sound call out here. Make sure you've got your ear to the ground. Make sure you're listening for things people are saying to you in between the lines, okay? Traditionally, you are a King of Wands or a King of Fire, but the King of Air here is like a brother sign. It's like air and fire, they build off one another. It's how it grows. So if you can tap into that strong analytical mind that you've always had, but sometimes you just put it on the back burner and you get down in and you can sort of get a little bit dedicated, focused, and disciplined in on analytical tasks, it's going to be serving you very well this month. A very special and important message. Again, reiterating the strength of your communication this month. Really good card to see there. All right. Very good. Because it's that mixture of maybe you're not feeling exceptionally grounded, but you're a master in this. You still have more room to go, more room to grow, and more room to change things or shift or take down that level of environment that's been building up. Charge through it, blast through it, horns forward, so to speak. Okay? Up here in your creative center, this is saying, hey, what could be blocked by certain guilt right now, Aries? Many of our Aries might be coming to terms with situations where it's like guilt is perceived, even on a subtler level, like you don't come out right, say guilt, but it's just like those certain things where it's like, ooh, maybe you feel a little bit regret, or ooh, maybe I shouldn't have said that, those kinds of things, or that kind of thing, right? Or, ooh, maybe the people I've been trusting in at work are maybe just not right? It's like this is constant and persistent evaluation of your current position. So the Nine of Wands is all about. Lots of change available and ready for nines too. It's always a blocked gateway. Symbology in this, there's always a gateway. There's always blocked. There's the sticks are in front of it, okay? And when you've got nine, it's okay. It's time to sing. It's time to start kind of pulling things out one by one. Like I said, get into this analytical thinking. And if you got to chunk it out, if you got to break it down to the individual things, it's going to help larger projects or the bigger picture, the larger buildup in the environment. You get in, you do the little work, you start like one corner at a time. We don't start putting the jigsaw puzzle together until we got all the pieces flipped over going the right way. Okay? But this is nice. Because up here in your intuitive center is the world. Your lower intuitive center, I should say, solar plexus. So this ease before you guys are really called to big action. For some of our Aries, this is going to mean travel. This is going to mean even a brief holiday or away from this environment. you'll be experiencing. So the month of July, you're going to be maybe feeling this, maybe not too aware of it yet, but it's slowly starting to gain traction. And then it's like you're going to disappear, be gone, right? And then, so it's something to keep in mind as well for when you get back. It's like, make sure that this time you're taking is being used to really recharge the batteries, because this can mean overall like big life changes. It's not just a little bit of travel. This is the last card, number 21 in the major arcana, which means, we're at the ending of a cycle. We're at the ending of a major chapter. And this could be like our Aries, certain Aries breaking bad habits. Finally, it's gone. It's out of there. I stopped doing that. Or, that stopped presenting itself to me, like big breakthroughs and that kind of good stuff. All right. You're ready to let people in, though. This is nice to see in your heart energy reversal on a 7 of Wands. You're ready to let people in, Aries. You're ready to have fun. You're ready to make the most of your time. It's like I feel like you want to bring people along as you're like charging ahead, but it's about like, come with me. Like, let's go together. I'll take the lead here, but you come with me, right? And this is about you letting those certain people into your heart. So good time for Aries to like open up to sharing skills, transferring skills onto other people. So like for teaching or coaching or anything like that, anybody that's coming to ask Aries for advice, it's a good time to do that, because Aries is going to be very willing to let you in on their experience so that you can learn, so that you can gain more. Or if you are an Aries, you'll be wanting to do this for another person. Communication. What is happiness to you right now, Aries? What does it look like in the future, right? How has it changed from what it looked like a couple of years back? You're in the ever-present moment. What does happiness look like today? Are we too caught up in the rigmarole? Are we too caught up in the humble bumble and the old mundane and this buildup of environment because, other people might be like, into us for energy, time, emotion, that sort of thing. I feel like you guys are always not second guessing, but always questioning the status, relationship, happiness, that sort of thing. So if it helps, communicate it out to yourself. Write yourself a letter, write your friend a letter, write your baby a letter, that sort of thing. Write a letter to someone long gone, down the line, like out of the ballpark already, one of your ancestors or people that you knew that is now super woke. You could write them a letter, okay? And by super woke, we know what's going on there, Aries. 8 of Pentacles up here in your soul journey, okay? You're wanting to make the most of this lifetime. I see you working. I see why the buildup. She's got her hand there on that 4th Pentacle. Halfway there, Aries. Halfway there in the buildup, because you're like very strongly, for many of our Aries, they align this journey, this life experience, which says, why not take success for real? Let's not take it for granted. Let's take it for real. The 8 of Pentacles is good. Could be good harmony as well with your earth signs, okay? Aries are doing very well in the Cancer season, I feel, even though it's like kind of like opposite for water. This King of Swords up here, the balance of the air energy is really saying like our Aries are going to be feeling comfortable. They're going to have a quick getaway, and they're going to be getting down to business in a way that they're going to be like kind of unstoppable, which is kind of nice to see the 8 of Pentacles up here as well. But again, when we juxtapose it against this, do we have some of our Aries that need to take a larger step back? Just not like a couple of days, a couple of weeks, we need to take a larger step back. And that's okay. 8 of Pentacles has easy potential to get stuck, but when it's not stuck, it's moving forward. It's like it's causation for success. It's causation for you to have enough in terms of Pentacles, resources to be like, okay, now maybe I really can go out on a limb, go out on a venture, go out on, whatever it might be for spiritual growth or for, just the experience, right? Life, let's get living. And that's nice, because this is your messages from Source. Is get out the door and get living. Absolutely. You've been going to the same old spots. You've been stuck in the same old song and dance or routine for a little while, Aries. It's time to break it. It's time to change it. It's time to switch it up. Okay. And that's okay. This is what we see here. We have the 2 4s up. This is exactly what you need to break free of this, because the environment is going to be building up, but you're in harmony, I feel, this month. Okay. So, and it's going to be nice because you're going to be able to slip away, slip out of it, but all the while still compressing and ready to jump forward when you're back into it, whatever that might be. It could be work for many of you. It could be, if your intention for this reading was set on a relationship, could be just stepping back from it a little bit. Definition of happiness. All right. Okay. So That's tarot. We're going to pull an oracle card for Aries. Hi, Tati Taurus. There's an Aries Taurus cusper, and Selena is Aries here. Thanks for so much for being. I'm just finding that doing the monthlies just on a stream, it's like as soon as the reading's done, then it's uploaded and I don't have to do any more work. So it's really kind of convenient. And most of my monthlies they're just one-offs anyways. If I screw up, I screw up. Right? But this is nice because it speaks to this Aries, seeing the true you, seeing your true colors. Okay. This is very much about that change in the world card. 29, a big number of change. The world, there could be for many of our Aries, like this is a larger time where source is asking to look at you because the change that is needed for some of our Aries to occur is kind of like it's past due. It's overdue a little bit, but that's all right. And again, this 29, the big change that's coming, you're kind of in pounce mode. This is all about light energy and strength for you this month, Aries. Okay, we didn't see the strength card here. That's why I get this feeling you're like ready to you're compressing up like a spring or a cat ready to pounce this month. So if things don't move forward too quickly, it's okay. It's time for you to actually take a look at yourself in your own power. Say, what am I in control of and what can I let control of? Because the true you might be wanting to let go of those certain things that make you go, oh, I wish I didn't do that. I wish I didn't say that. I wish it didn't happen, right? Those kind of things before it's too late. So in that seeing you there, that 29, seeing the true you, seeing you in there, right? This is appreciation. That reversal on that 10 of cups, appreciation throughout the day. Every time you have a sip of water or you pass by the mirror, hey, isn't it good, Aries, to look on in there and see that you're still there, that you're still doing your thing? It's amazing feeling. Okay, so that was Aries for July 2019. We've got what is it, Gemini, and what's the other? Maybe we'll do Taurus this month. I don't know if we will. I'm just teasing. Okay, but a little later tonight we're going to come back with the big live program. So Selena, I hope to see you there, and Tati, I hope you're enjoying your vacation. And Aries, we'll see you all next month or really soon if you decide to subscribe and come and join with us when we're live. Okay. Take care for now, everyone.